Hello there! This is an astrological forecast for Aries for September 2011. And this also applies if you have an Aries ascendant. So Aries, this month the focus is going to be on home, family, creativity, romance, work and relationships. Let's start out with Mars and where your energy is going to be this month. Now, for the first half of the month, your Mars is in your fourth house. So for the first half of the month, a good time to put energy into your home, into your surroundings, into your environment. If you need to fix anything or mend anything or renovate anything, great time to get started with it now. It's also a very good time to put energy into a home business. If you already have a home business, great time to boost it up more. And if for those of you who've been thinking of going into a home business or maybe just doing a little bit of sideline of something in the home, great month to do it, particularly the first couple of weeks of this month. After that, we've got Mars going into your fifth house of creativity, of hobbies, of leisure, of having fun, maybe doing something sporty, maybe taking some risks, maybe even doing something speculative with Mars in your fifth house as well for the last couple of weeks of the month. But it's a wonderful time for putting energy into a business if you have one, for starting a business if you don't have one, and also anything connected with children. And as well this month, because we have Mercury in that house as well for some of the month, a great time for a possible romance. Something where you meet somebody that you're attracted to them. Doesn't necessarily need to lead to a romance, but just the feeling of being attracted is enough to give you an uplift anyway. Now, Venus, the planet of love and also the planet of money, is in your sixth house for the first couple of weeks of the month. So this will be a very good time. In fact, there's a lot of focus on the sixth house this month, Aries. So a good time to focus on your health, your well-being, your fitness, maybe put together a new fitness program for yourself, a new diet, but also a good time in the workplace, potentially. With the Venus there for the first couple of weeks of the month, you may meet somebody nice in work, somebody who is kind to you in the workplace, even somebody who wants to reward you in the workplace. But certainly it's shining a spotlight because the sun is in that house for the first 3 weeks of the month. It's shining a spotlight in that house of work for you this month. So really, if there's something you need to communicate, if there's somebody you need on your side about something, particularly the first 2 weeks of the month, look very good for you. The second 2 weeks of the month, we've got a lot going on, as well as Venus in your seventh house of relationship. Now, Venus coming into your seventh house of relationship can be very fortunate. Now, I have to remind you that we do know you do have Saturn also in that house of relationship. So it's a very strong possibility that you could end up in a very serious relationship at this point. This could be the bones or the start of a serious relationship. What you need to watch out for is that you are not going into a relationship where the other person is very controlling or you feel restricted in any way, because we do know, Aries, you need your freedom. You need to be able to explore and pioneer new ways and new things. So be aware of that in your relationships, that you're not feeling too restricted. Nonetheless, this could be a very good month for meeting somebody, a friend, or a lover, or having a romance. Particularly the last 2 weeks of the month are the most well aspected for you. The first week of the month, I would say, also with the sun trying to Jupiter, is going to be anything connected with studying that could lead to financial gain. So choose a subject or choose something where you've got some financial goals in mind, as well as just something that's fun, which is great, but that you can see a financial result from the end of your studying. But very good time for considering studying and expanding your mind, particularly the first week of the month. The second week of the month, with this Sun-Saturn conjunction, you may find yourself having a lot of responsibilities, a lot of duties. But it's a very good time, the second week, for organisation, for planning, and for conserving your energy. Now, last week we've got Sun opposite Uranus for you, first seventh house, so expect a few surprises. surprises maybe from somebody else, or a surprise that you give to somebody else. So there you have it, my dear Aries. I wish you a great month, and you may want to consider asking me a question about all these things that are going on for you in your work or your relationships or your finances, and I'll answer it in an email of up to 150 words. That's just $25. Or you might want to have a reading so I can discuss all the things that are happening to you personally, especially being a cardinal sign. You're certainly being affected by this cardinal climax. It's getting stronger and stronger as we go through this year. I wish you a great month, and I thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.